All right, David. I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna concentrate more on this. The way I was gonna say it just now is gonna sound so bad. I was like, I'm actually gonna try to take you in context now. I've been attempting to take you in context, but I'm going to slow down and I'm going to try to understand your points a little bit better. When you address that, the reason why I took that, you're looking at things from a liberal standpoint, is because, as an ad hominem, is because to me, what you seem to be saying is you're stupid, therefore you're wrong. That would be an ad hominem. In other words, insulting my intelligence to say that I couldn't understand your viewpoint, which actually you did do that. You didn't say that you didn't call me stupid, but you did say that I don't understand your viewpoint. And I actually wrote that in my notes here so that I can actually fairly present it. Um, by saying to me, it seemed like you were saying you're stupid, therefore your argument is stupid. That would be an ad hominem, and that's what I was getting from it. Now the reason, okay, the second point I want to hit on is the address the liberal gun control point. I know you're tired of talking about it, but I'm going to keep bringing up what I'm saying until you actually get it. We're not saying limit the amount of guns. We're saying is limit the amount of people who can get them. Now, at the same time, yeah, would that actually put lower amount of guns on the street? Sure. But again, the legislation, like it says in the Second Amendment that you're conveniently ignoring, is this: well regulated militia. We are like we again. You're defining me as a liberal. You know, I'll just say that I am a liberal. Okay, until otherwise proven by your viewers, my viewers, you or me, until otherwise observed. I mean, and to some of the points that I'll say I am a liberal. There you go. So what us liberals, um, how do I want to say this so I don't get caught up in my words? We're trying to limit the people that are of high risk from getting them, not because we don't want people to have them, but because we don't want the wrong people to have them. Okay. Um, and the reason why I made that point was criminals will still get guns is because I agree with that. I agree with you on that. Criminals will still get guns. You're right. So that's why I said I don't think that the liberals should be, or that I don't think that we should be saying that we want to ban um, automatic firearms because the people that are breaking the law, they're gonna go ahead and have them anyway. They're in the business of breaking the law. That's why they're criminals. So I don't agree with the legislation of taking away our firearms, any type of firearms. I don't agree with it. I understand the point behind it, but I do not agree with it. I agree with legislation so the wrong people don't get them, but I don't agree with saying no more assault weapons because then we wouldn't have them. The good guys. I'm not going to hurt you with an assault weapon, but Manson or somebody, or somebody like him might, and having somebody like me around being armed might help because I might be able to get that person down before they hurt somebody. Okay. Also, I never said that you quoting Ann Coulter's title of her book was invalid. My understanding of it was you said that I said it was invalid, and I was mainly saying, and I was just saying that I never said that. Or I don't ever remember saying that. But I don't believe that I said that because it's not invalid. I mean, if she's a Republican and you agree with her and you agree with the title of her book, the quote, therefore you would agree with the quote. That seems completely valid and logical to me. I don't see why I would ever call it invalid. Maybe I might have been transitioning into something else, but and but I didn't mean to call that invalid if I did. I do understand what conservatism is. I may not be able to say the word, but at least I understand what it is. Um, free market. So you would have let GM go under, no corporate bailouts. I do understand that food stamps and government assistance programs is a pro, are liberal programs. I understand that. I don't agree with how loose they are, so I would tighten up the regulations on them. So if you want to say that I'm liberal on that, I'll give you that. I'm liberal on government-assisted programs. Okay, there we go. Um, but I'm not the extreme leftist, left-wing liberal. That's what I'm differentiating myself from. Some things I will admit I am liberal on, and I'm happy to be liberal on. By the way, conservatism, abortion, no. Okay. You guys are for small government. You guys would not, from a conservative platform, would not have legalized marijuana. Um, again, for equal taxes, 10%. Um, what else do I want to think of? For the taxes, abortion. Um, oh, with the government programs, you would rather have places like churches and other organizations actually providing the funding to help the country run and to help the people, not the government doing it. Again, because government programs require a bigger government than a small government, which I do advocate a medium government, which I'm not playing semantics. I do realize there was a difference. You advocate small government, so you would advocate that other not companies, or maybe companies, I don't know, but at least churches and other organizations, charities and stuff, um, provide funding for people that don't have food and anything that people might need. Basically, and I would say you probably say most likely I would say you would think that that would be the church's job. The church, and it'd be church run. Not necessarily church run, but the church would take place at the government assisted program. So in essence, people support themselves, not the government handouts or helping. And I think that there at that point, I fairly represented at least a few points that would be conservative, and I think that I fairly represented what the conservatives would believe in what I did. So for you to tell me that that I misunderstand conservatism is isn't right. Small government, you're not saying don't give anybody gun or give everybody guns. You would say on the gun control, you would say obviously treat people, teach them the value of life and all that stuff, like me and you already agree on. Um, and just everything else that I said. So I think I've given some good conservative points, and that I understand what the conservative platform says and where I differ with them. So I wouldn't call myself a conservative. I never do. Or maybe I have. Well, no, I've said that I was a left-leaning conservative, for lack of better words to define myself. So I will say that I've said that. But I think I've at least represented at least a little bit of what conservatism, fuck, is, and that I'm not completely ignorant of it. Okay. Um, I also misworded the thing about you not being, or you saying that I'm not interested in a discussion as an ad hominem. If I did say that, I might have been trying to refer to something else as an ad hominem, and if I did say it for that, that wouldn't be, because again, there's no insult. But that is definitely, you're definitely accusing me of not being interested in the conversation, but I'm attempting to engage the conversation. You haven't made any points for me to criticize. I'm defending my points for these last videos. So you're saying, why don't you adjust your arguments? What fucking arguments are you making? Okay, you're basically you're disputing my viewpoints. So I'm defending my viewpoints, but you haven't made any positive arguments for your side. You've made negative arguments against my side, but you've not made positive arguments against your side, or for your side. So I can't address the positive arguments for your side because you haven't made any claims yet. I know what your claims are going to be because we've talked before, but I can't put them in the video until you say them, because I can't say this is what David believes, this is what David believes, because in the off chance that you've changed a belief on something or it's not fully as I understand it, I'd be misrepresenting you, which is I'm also trying not to do that. Okay, so that's my response to that, and just one thing. Okay, hold on for a second. David lied to you guys. Okay, this is where it's at. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that little cute black spot on the nose. Oh, you don't want to show off you don't want to make baby jealous? Is that what you told me? Hold on. Hold on. Hey, trying to go Holyfield on me? Alright, see this? Little pretty black and white cat. Alright, I'll put you down. Try to go Holyfield on me. You guys see that? This right here is the best cat food to be feeding me. Blue Buffalo. That's what that, see? It results in that empty dish bowl over there. Or empty dish bowl, what? Because it's an empty dish. Get out of my fridge. She's trying to climb in the refrigerator, guys. Look. She's actually in the refrigerator. Look, guys. She is in my refrigerator. Oh, man. Crazy little cat. What are you doing in my refrigerator? What are you doing in here? It's cold in here. You don't want to go in there. No, get out of the fridge. Okay. So, yeah, you know what these are, don't you? Oh, she's getting ready now. She knows what I have. Loves these treats, too. See them? Really, actually, really very good for her, too. I don't know if you guys are able to read that or not, but. Alright. See? She's about to be a very happy little kitty. Hey. We gave her a treat. Alright. Yeah, she's temperamental today. Anyway. And by the way, David, no little bullshit flags you have, you got nothing on us. Alright, homeboy? So, I know you guys want to look at both of our sexy faces, so here you go. Sub, rate, and comment below. Let me know what you think. Later.